Welcome to Private Money Secrets. I'm Keith Yackey and I'm your host, and all we talk about here is private money, real estate, and some other fun stuff. Grab your favorite beverage. Let's dive in. Have you ever asked yourself the question that if you hung out with your 5 people you hung out with the most, if any of you guys switched lives with each other, how radically different would it be? Interesting question, isn't it? Well, that's exactly what happened to me this Saturday night. My buddy Garrett, who you heard on the last podcast, was basically his podcast, and we kind of adopted it as ours because it was, well, all about yours truly, and it had a good point to it. But this week, we decided, because it was his birthday this weekend, we were going to go have a little party down at the Montage Hotel, which overlooks the beach there in Laguna, California. We go there, and I was looking around this table. It was Garrett. It was Garrett, then me, this guy named Matt, other guy named Jesse, and Sam, and all of our significant others. So there was 10 of us eating, partying, carrying on, just having a grand old time. And of course, there was booze, and there was some other just fun, legal, amazing ways to just cut loose, let the hair down, and just have a grand old time. And as I was sitting at this table, I realized that if I was to trade my life with any of these people at the table, I don't know that my life would be that different. Ooh, interesting concept, and one I want to ask you, and that is simply this. You've probably heard the statement that if you hang around 5 millionaires, you'll be the 6th. But conversely, if you hang around 5 negative people, you'll be the 6th negative person. And so our environment is powerful. The things that we let into our body, the things that we let into our mind, the people that we hang out with, our environment. And I was thinking, wow, what a statement to be able to say when you're hanging around, 4 or 5 of your close buddies, that if you guys were all to just switch lives, you would wake up thinking similarly, the environment, the beds that you sleep in, the houses that you live in, all very similarly kind of planned, laid out. And I want to encourage you, maybe this is the reminder to make sure that if your goals are to expand, your goals are to grow, it's not just about the accumulation of things. Those are kind of just earmarkers. Those are just kind of, that's kind of a little bit of a scoreboard. But ultimately, to ask yourself, well, if I was to trade spots with any of these people, how would I think? Maybe you've heard the mantra or the saying that if you see something that's great, like maybe a $30 million house on the beach, there's a question that says, who would I have to become to be able to own that? And I think a question that goes another step deeper how would I have to think for that to be my normal reality? And I know this sounds a little bit meta, but ultimately the boils down to how we think. What we believe determines how we behave or how we act. And so I want to remind you of how important it is to be around people that A, you want to be like, or B, that are pushing you to upgrade your belief system. This is why I have my mastermind. This is why I have the coaching business I do, to help be that for people, because not everybody has access to people that have abundance or think abundantly or think that there's more than enough to go around. And as much as I gather and collect, it means there's only just that much more for you to gather and collect, because it's like the sun. When it beats down on something, just because I get sun on me doesn't mean there's less sun for you. That's a mindset. That's a mentality. And that's how my friends think. There's more than enough to go around for everybody, but you are who you hang around. And I want to re-emphasize that again. You are who you hang around, because I want you to be careful about what environments you're putting yourself into. Yeah. It will dictate the road you travel down the rest of your life. If you want to be a part of a group, if you want to have a coach or a mentor that's going to encourage you to upgrade your thinking, upgrade your life, upgrade your habits, so that way you can accomplish the things you want to accomplish, think and act and be the way you want to be, man, just go over to privatemoneypro.com or just send me an email at keith@keithyaki.com and say, hey man, I want to be personally mentored. I want to change. I want to grow. I want to upgrade who I am so that way I can experience things. And I want you to think about this, because when we hear upgrade, I'm not saying that your current version is bad. But think about this. When you were a kid, you liked certain things. I got a 5-year-old daughter. She likes certain things. LOL dolls, Barbies, splashing around the pool. That's good for her. That's where she should be. But we expect her to grow. There's going to come a point in time where she's going to be like, I'm not so sure about the LOLs and Barbies, Dad. She's going to want to do other things. She's going to eventually get into boys. Oh, God, I hope not. But you know what I mean? Like boys, she's going to get into boys and boyfriends and those things. You know, like I say, I hope not, just because, you know, she's my baby girl. I don't want her to ever like boys. I want her just to be into me forever, you know? But that's the thing. Upgrade means you just kind of move on in life to where now the things you like, the things that get you excited, the things that pump you up, they continue to grow and expand, and who you are and what you can handle continues to grow and expand. So the very quickest way is to look around. And if you're wondering, yes, I just totally did a spin on one foot so I could look around and say, hey, is the company I'm keeping helping me grow there or not? And if you need to upgrade it, and even if you want to do it digitally, I just got off a coaching call for an hour and 45 minutes talking about mindset and growing and expanding our real estate business. And man, we had a lot of great comments and a lot of people really loved it. If that's something you want, either email me, keith@keithyaki.com, or simply just go to privatemoneypro.com and go through the lessons, book a call with us, and let's figure out how to help you get where you want to go. With that, take care. Let's crush it. All right, so if you're wanting to learn how to raise more private money, go to www.privatemoneypro.com, www.privatemoneypro.com, where I can show you how to be a private money pro. Take care and go rock it.